And she has been seen on BET. Please welcome to the stage Jessica Lovelace-Chandler.
So I know when you hear that she's been seen on Black entertainment television, I'm probably not who you picture. Yeah. I got dumped recently. Thank you, I love your sympathy. Thank you. I got dumped recently, and when the guy was breaking up with me, he says to me, "Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're the best sex I've ever had." And that should have made me feel better. But it made me realize I must have a terrible personality. Because you don't break up with the best sex you've ever had. You make that shit work. But I'm actually seeing someone new, which is awesome. And he was actually at my house during Hurricane Irene, when the metro system got shut down. And it was like the best thing that's ever happened. Because for 3 days, he couldn't leave me. That did wonders for my abandonment issues. It's like the healthiest relationship I've ever been in, you know? Yeah. I do have what's called borderline personality disorder, which is fun because I can't even say it right. And no, it's characterized by 9 criteria. Those being unstable relationships, abandonment issues, suicidal thoughts, self-destructive behaviors, paranoia, uncontrollable anger, chronic boredom, mood shifts, and awesome tits. Now I'm sure I don't have to tell you that I have all 9. Yeah, that's a perfect score. Thanks. And it's weird because guys will still hit on me after I've done this show. And I'm like, I just gave you a literal list of reasons not to date you. And they're like, all I heard was awesome tits. You know? But it's weird for me having a personality disorder when I was actually voted best personality in high school. She's outing because she was there, and she probably voted for me too. But the thing was, I was actually in Arkansas, so that makes a little more sense. I mean, for one thing, they probably couldn't even read what they were voting for. But I've actually been in therapy a lot. It's great. Anybody in therapy? Thank you. See, if this was Los Angeles, where I used to live, everyone would say yes, whether you're in therapy or not, because it's like a status symbol. You know? Hell yeah, I can afford therapy, and I'm fucked up. Like, that's what people look for. But no, I am therapy, and I was actually leaving my therapist's office the other day, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, beautiful, where you coming from?" And I was like, "My psychiatrist?" And he says to me, "Why? You don't need that." Which I just thought was a really weird pickup line. Like, right? Like, most guys wait until after we're dating to invalidate my feelings. He's got right in there. But I was like, I didn't know what to say back to that, you know? So I was like, you're right. I don't need therapy. But that's not what the court said. That worked pretty well. You guys drinking tonight? Yeah. That was a very lame legit kick. You guys drinking tonight?
Yeah.
My favorite drink, I like to drink quite a bit, but my favorite drink is actually the vodka Red Bull. Because it's both an upper and a downer. Which is especially fun when you have anxiety and depression. Works really well. I get paranoid, like I mentioned, that's one of my criteria. I get paranoid, and I've read all these and heard all these things about how, like, if you eat Pop Rocks and drink Coke, you can actually die. Have you guys heard that? Yeah. Yeah, that scares me. Like, seriously. Like, that's why whenever I eat my Pop Rocks, I make sure to snort my Coke instead. It's a lot healthier that way. In fact, I forgot my pants at home. My mom would freak out if she saw this. But it's great. My mom, she thinks I'm really funny. She told me once, she was like, "Jessie, you need one of those, like, drum sounds that follows you around. You know, the ba-dum-chump." She's like, "What's that called?" And I was like, "Oh, a rim shot." And she starts laughing. She goes, "Ha ha ha, ever came up to me and said, I think it's really wonderful what you're doing for the world. But they probably should have. Because I was really skinny and pretty. And that's what the world needs more of. And now I'm just really pretty. Thank you. Do you guys think that when Scott Peterson gets asked to play Marry, Fuck, or Kill, he gets really confused? Do you think he's like, wait, what? I have to pick one? Sorry, that's the worst joke ever. Well, I hate when people say to me, like, I've struggled a lot, and I hate when people say to me, whatever doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. That's some bullshit. Because what about polio? I think they should say whatever doesn't kill you might make you stronger, or it might cause irreversible nerve damage. It's not as catchy, but it's more honest. The other thing I hate when people say to me is, I want to fuck the shit out of you. First of all, it's gross. Second of all, I'm perfectly capable of getting rid of shit on my own. So if you're going to fuck something out of me, have it be something I can't get rid of. Like, hey, Jessica, I want to fuck the abandonment issues out of you.